The neon signs of Neo-Kyoto pulsed in neon seizures through a curtain of chemical smog, their flickering glow reflecting like wounds across the rain-slicked concrete. Unit 743, designated sanitation worker, trudged through the crowded alleyways, his face hidden behind a mandated rebreather. His task: to clear the overflowing waste receptacles before the automated drones issued a penalty. Life inside the megacity was a relentless cycle of labor, consumption, and mandated compliance. The global authority, a faceless regime, controlled every aspect of existence, from calorie intake to emotional expression. Individuality had become a myth, a whisper beneath the crushing weight of uniformity. One day, while clearing debris near the abandoned sector known as Old Town, Unit 743 unearthed something strange: a tattered book. Its pages were brittle, the ink faded, its language formed from strange, looping symbols. Among the fragments, an image lingered in his mind, an expanse of blue labeled ocean. The book spoke of a time before the authority, a time of freedom, of choice. Something ancient stirred within him. In the shadows between shifts, he shared the book with other sanitation workers. They huddled in silence, tracing fingers over pages they couldn't fully understand, whispering forbidden words. A hidden network was born, not of machines, but of memory. A spark of rebellion flickered in their weary eyes. The authorities' drones were ever vigilant. It wasn't long before the anomaly was detected. Unit 743 and his comrades were apprehended, bound in silence, and sent to the re-education center, where minds were cleaned and reset like corrupted code. The center was a sterile white cube humming with the thrum of neural reprogramming technology. Strapped to a cold metal table, Unit 743 felt a creeping dread. The memories of the book, the whispers, the hope, they were about to be scrubbed clean. As the probes descended, something primal surged inside him. Not thought, instinct. He latched onto the memory of the book's cover, of that strange blue expanse. He focused on it like a prayer. The lights above flickered violently, the hum of machinery sputtered, then silence. Alarms exploded into sound. The drones twitched, then froze. Guards shouted. Somewhere, a circuit had failed, or been sabotaged. In the confusion, his fellow prisoners acted. No weapons, just desperation. They moved clumsily, with raw conviction. They overwhelmed the guards. They reached Unit 743, still strapped down, freed him. And for the first time, their eyes met without the veil of program neutrality. There was recognition. Their escape was chaos, a breathless sprint through metallic corridors, every step fueled by the memory of freedom. They returned to Old Town, the authority assuming the sector too broken to monitor closely. Among crumbling skyscrapers and overgrown pathways, they found others, loners, dreamers, those who had clung to fractured pasts. They scavenged for forgotten tech, studied the cryptic book, and slowly rebuilt something dangerous: community. Unit 743 received the name Kai from a line of poetry in the book. It meant ocean, vast, untamed. Kai wasn't a natural leader. He had preferred invisibility, but now people looked to him with questions in their eyes. Not orders, not programming, questions. Then came the retaliation. Sonic drones darkened the sky. Supply lines were severed. Brutal suppressions followed, whispers of rebellion elsewhere. Inside Old Town, resources thinned. The salvaged machines sputtered. The book offered philosophy, not blueprints. Doubt crept in. But then, hope returned, in the form of Anya, a young woman with a gift for breathing life into broken things. She discovered an old subway grid buried beneath Old Town, a hidden world beneath a dying one. Kai, Anya, and others ventured underground, flashlights slicing through the dust of decades. Claustrophobic tunnels stretched endlessly. But they led to others, outcasts who had vanished long ago, some fearful, others ready. One was Ronan, a former historian. Bent-backed but sharp-eyed, he had preserved fragments of the pre-authority age. When shown the book, Ronan's eyes widened. The symbols weren't poetry, they were code, markers pointing to hidden caches and escape routes. Guided by Ronan's knowledge, they uncovered a sealed chamber beneath an ancient museum. Inside, blueprints for obsolete comms tech, maps, and sealed documents. The book was no artifact, it was a roadmap. The authority claimed the world outside was unlivable, a wasteland. But Ronan's maps told another story. There were still settlements out there. Fragments of the old world had survived. The choice was stark: stay and face eradication, or leave, risking the unknown. Kai stood before the others, lamplight flickering over tired faces. He saw fear, yes, but also a fierce kind of hope. Not for survival, for freedom. "We go," he said. His voice trembled, but it held, and so they went. The tunnels guided them past checkpoints and machine patrols. Anya's devices intercepted drone paths. They slipped through cracks in the system. Some were lost. Most kept moving. After weeks beneath steel, they emerged under open sky. The air was different, not clean, but alive. The authorities' lies burned away with each breath. In the distance, green. Then, beyond that, blue. Endless, rippling, the ocean. They stared in silence. Kai stepped forward, the waves reflecting in his eyes. The cage was behind them, rusted shut by the truth. Before them stretched the unknown, vast, wild, and whispering with the promise of choice. And for the first time, they would not just survive. They would live.